My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, did Keith one-time Thurman prove that he is still elite with his victory over Mario Barrios? And I'm going to turn it over to Idris Alba. Thank you, my brother.
Well, I would still say Thurman is elite, meaning he still is one of the top guys in like the top 10. Possibly you can maybe make an argument he could maybe squeeze his way into the top 5. You know, he has great time. He has good IQ. You know, he still, although he didn't knock out Barrios, that could be a testament to Barrios' chin. I don't know. But Thurman clearly was punching hard, you know. So I still think he's still elite. It's just, I just need to see him one more time in the welterweight division. You know, like, I don't really know if Barrios is a 147er, but if I could see Thurman again, even because I felt like he did dominate. I gave him 10 rounds out of the 12. I thought he did good. You know, I just felt like he has all the skill sets to knock him out. He didn't do that, right? But he did cause so much damage. Like, my man Barrios' face looked crazy last night. So I think you know, Thurman still got it. You know, but again, I'm gonna compare Thurman to his last performance with Pacquiao. This wasn't that Thurman, but it was still a Thurman that I think will cause problems for anybody. Spence, TC, Boots, like anybody in the division, they can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna run through Thurman. That's not happening. You know, even if these guys do beat him, best believe they're gonna feel his power. So I still think Thurman is elite, especially in the welterweight division.
All right, True Dog Bill.
I can't tell. Not after this performance against Mario Barrios, because Mario Barrios elite? I can't see if he's elite beating up on a Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? It was coming up for 140 and he still couldn't stop him and prove that he was one of those guys. I was over here looking. G mentioned the top 5. I think for him to be considered to be in the top 5, he would have to get in the ring with these guys. And I don't know how he fears with these guys after seeing that last performance. We're just going off of last performances. You know what I'm saying? You got guys in the top 5, you know, young guys too. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know, sometimes a layoff, depending on who you are, can be good. Sometimes it's really bad. You know? And it hurts the fighter. And they never the same and can capture that glory. I think Keith Thurman has an elite name still, but his position in this, he's not even, if you go to Ring Magazine, he's not even in the top 10. And I know that's because he wasn't active, but if you go into the top 5, you got people like, you know, Virgil Ortiz, you got Boots, you got Ugas, you got Earl, you got TC. I don't think he fares too good against those guys. After the performance I seen, I think he'll be in one of those tough fights where, you know, he can't get he won't get the nod. Maybe it's just because we just see it's a layoff, and maybe I need to see another fight from him. But Barrios was, what G would say, was food. Handed on a platter.
Yeah, he was supposed to eat the burrito. Eat it. So I couldn't call him a burrito today. You know what I'm saying?
He was just dicing through he got a fork. You know, you supposed to pick up a burrito and eat the burrito. Then he had a fork and he was looking through. He was like, oh, I'm not really going to eat the rice. I'm just going to eat the meat with the, you know.
Playing with his food.
Yeah, he was playing with his food. You know what I'm saying? So you got to show me. You got to show me. What's the show me state?
Missouri.
Missouri. You got Missouri. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
So how do you think Thurman would do against Ugas?
Bad.
But I think TC will the judges will go in favor of Thurman than Ugas. You know how grimy boxing is. You know what I'm saying?
But if for some reason, I feel like that Ugas would win that. Would win that. That Thurman that we just seen.
Yeah.
I think that Ugas, you gotta. My brother, you can go in before I talk about Ugas.
Because G said, the judges will go for Ugas, for Thurman over Ugas. No, you don't know that because they gave the fight to Ugas over Pacquiao. They won't
that fight now. Let's not play Ugas. Ugas won that fight again.
Yeah, but you're acting like if he beats Thurman, they won't
give it to him.
Thurman.
But no, I get what G is saying. I know what G is saying. You say, Thurman got some questionable decisions before.
Exactly.
It clearly helped Thurman.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You just pay $80 to watch him play with his food. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
And Ugas is a hell of a person and hell of a champion. Not only I will talk about Ugas another time, but I admire Ugas outside the ring. He's a humanitarian, and the person who he is, how he loves his family, I didn't even know. I had to do some research on Ugas. That's a beautiful human being right there. And he's a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he's proven every time he goes in there, you get to see something he getting better. You know what I'm saying? I even felt like he was cheated against Sean. And I don't think he'll get cheated again. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't think Thurman, if Thurman would have went in there, no. I think those top 5 guys would give him a problem, especially what I just seen last night. Maybe I need to see more. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? But maybe I need to see another fight from Thurman. From what I see, the layoff did more damage than good. And we had another layoff before that. It's just sometimes your body just don't react to sometimes no more. And I just think maybe from the injuries and stuff like that and the layoffs, I don't see him still being up there. He got to prove it. Missouri.
ITBE. Nedris Howard.
Nedris, thank you. Oh my goodness, I just feel so special when you said Nedris. But listen, Thurman proved nothing last night, yo. And if he proved something, it's I would say hell to the no, but it's hell to the no. No. Like you ain't proved nothing. Like what the victory you got last night was not it didn't prove anything to me. It didn't prove anything to my I won't go over the I won't go over the edge and say hell to the nah for my co-host, but it's like Thurman, come on, you've been retired for how many years? Almost 2.5.
Inactive.
All right. Inactive for 2.5 years.
Why'd you
fought? It's quotation marks.
No, this is I never shot a gun, but I reloaded the clip all over again.
Yo, come on, Thurman. We know what it is. And right now, you looking alright. You didn't look alright in my eyes, and I could have sworn everybody got what they say to speak, but I wasn't impressed at all. And Thurman, to be honest, like hang it up. Stick to commentary. Stick to commentary.
The views and opinions of the TVE do not reflect the boxing, bro.
I'm being honest. Like the way he threw his hands.
What's going on today?
Yo, this is the same. Boxing Bro started the same from first. One time ain't been one time in a long time. And one time you was not one time at all. And you was one predicting retirement. That's it. Predict your retirement and stay there. Like,
that is doing just you're trolling. I know you're trolling.
No, I'm not. Yo, G, I don't know what you saw last night. That was like that made you want to root for this man. But what I saw was a man past his prime, past his time, past his
once upon a time.
Like once upon a time, Thurman.
Out of time, Thurman.
So let me ask you, if Thurman knocked this dude out in 5 rounds, right?
No, in 2 rounds, 1 round. If you knocked him out one time, I'm not letting you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. 1 round. If he knocked him out in the first round, I'd be like, yo, that's one
this
time.
guy, he's saying Thurman will have to knock him out in the first round for him to get.
Hey, it's his opinion. Let
Yo,
him.
let me
Hey, let him
explain.
cook. Hey, I don't know what he's cooking. I don't know.
Let me
or something. Hey,
we
listen.
call him one time because he's one time and I mean that's that first round knockout. But one time and got a one time in a long time, and he got a 12 round right now, and that 12 round it just makes me feel like damn man, like you came out, I came out of hiatus to give us this. A fighter who Barrios was 26 years old. I just feel like it wasn't what we needed. Like I wanted Keith Thurman to do what he had to do, but he didn't do it. So
What that is?
Wait, just correct me if I'm wrong, but you did say that you were on the Thurman train now and you're rooting for him
no,
now.
I was on the Barrios train.
That in
I
the
was.
last
That's the
segment.
last segment you was on the Thurman train.
That's what I thought you said.
You said you wearing a cape for Thurman.
You said you wearing a cape for Thurman, and then in this segment you just told him to retire.
No, I'm telling yo, listen.
I could be wrong, but that's why we record these, because we used to have these issues.
Let me be clear. I was rooting for Barrios first, and then I was like, damn, my man Barrios don't got the heart. Then I rooted for Barrios for Thurman.
He got the heart. The man took a beating.
Let me finish. He didn't capitalize. He didn't capitalize.
Every single time he fought back when Thurman would hurt him.
And he was like, come on. He was like telling him to bring, come on, let's go.
Come on. Like, he didn't fight back the way I wanted him to fight back. So Thurman got the dub last night. Thurman was the winner. But let me finish.
Yo, let you finish. You had the floor, bro.
I got the floor. I just want to finish. I'm saying Barrios didn't capitalize. Thurman got the W. But Thurman, you not throwing your punches like you need to throw your punches, man. Like, you be one time again. Like, yeah. Once upon a time,
masterpiece.
Yeah, he's a
crafted.
It's once upon a time Thurman. Like literally, Thurman ain't been Thurman since he been Thurman. Like, he been taking breaks. He been laxing off. That's it.
I feel you. That's like, yo, Thurman taking too many yoga classes. You know what I'm
saying? Facts. Thurman's soft now, yo. Like, I'm gonna say, you soft.
Yo, hold on.
Oh, I know what it is, man. I know what it is.
They said Thurman does 600 sit-ups a day.
I need to say 800. Bro.
BS.
Number was crazy.
BS. I'm calling BS.
One body shot, and you just had to take the mouth guard out and run. I was like, come on.
BS. You see what you're saying? BS. That's all I'm calling it. It's BS. Thurman, come on, fight somebody special, yo. BS.
Yo, I don't even know where I fit in right now at this point. After all that, did Thurman prove he's elite out the gate? No, he didn't prove he's elite. His performance was dominant. In fact, G gave him 10 rounds. I gave him 11. So I actually thought he was more dominant than G was. But let's put it in his proper perspective. He didn't even fight a welterweight. He fought a man testing the waters at welterweight in his first fight. Had he had that same performance against a mediocre welterweight that was proven at the division, I would say he's elite. He dominated a solid welterweight for 12 rounds. But that's not what he did. And this is how you guys get fooled and get duped. You overlook the fact that he fought a smaller guy moving up in his first fight. And that would even be okay with me if the guy was coming off a win. The guy's coming off of being stopped in his last fight by a guy who moved up from 135. This is why I can't talk boxing with certain people. Because I'm about to break it down with real facts, and people are going to say, you're just trying to discredit him, blah, 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 blah. All I'm talking about is the truth, man. If the truth hurts, then don't listen, which is why I hear a lot of people saying, I like you guys, but I can't listen to you when you talk about certain fighters because you can't handle the truth. And I ain't even talking about Spence. I'm just talking about the actual truth. No pun intended. This is ridiculous. Grown men being crybabies. Look at the actual facts. Thurman dominated a man who moved up from 140 after he got stopped by a man who moved up to his division. He didn't dominate an actual welterweight who was proven and battle tested. Hell, it would have been better if he did it to Sergey Limpinets. It would have been better if he did it to him. Hell, it would have been better if he did it to Adrian Broner. Guys who at least were proven at that division. Guys who at least have a history at that division. He didn't dominate those guys. He dominated a dude who was testing the waters, and he still couldn't stop him. Do you not understand how bad that is? This is all a mirage, an illusion to trick you, to hoodwink you, to bamboozle you, to lead you astray, to make you believe that Thurman is still elite. But when you break it down and you look at the elements and you look at all the factors, you realize that he showed you nothing last night. Because he didn't dominate an actual welterweight, a battle-tested welterweight. He didn't do that. This was a trick to make you all say, and he didn't even make that trick look good. He still had to spit out his mouthpiece to suck some wind from a body shot from Barrios.
That should be a point.
Let's replace
for that. Yeah,
That should be a point.
Yeah, they need to do something with Thurman on that. The next person who fight Thurman should be like, hey man, this dude's intentionally taking out his mouthpiece. Mm-hmm. Like, what's up with that? But what I would say is this: let me replace that body shot with Spence throwing it. Let me replace that body shot with Crawford throwing it. Let me replace that body shot with Ugas throwing it. Let me say for the record right now, because you guys don't even understand. I could care less. If Spence fights Thurman next and he beats him, I wouldn't be impressed. If Crawford fights Thurman next and he beats him, I wouldn't be impressed. If Ugas fights Thurman next and he beats him, I wouldn't be impressed. Because this dude dominated a guy moving up in weight, coming off a loss where he got stopped by a smaller dude. And don't give me nothing about those the 2 ounces in the gloves. He still should have stopped him. And I still believe that the Thurman of old would have stopped him. So don't give me none of that. All I'm saying to you is the real and being objective. I'm sick of like every time you spit some realness, people crying and try to make it about something other than what it was. I gave you my objective criteria for how I was going to judge the fight. For me, in order for Thurman to do something impressive, he needed to stop Barrios inside 6, inside 5. You know why that would have been spectacular? Because then I would have said he did it better than Gervonta Tank Davis did. He did it like an elite welterweight should. Hell, Gervonta was coasting. Gervonta was in a close fight with him. Floyd came to the ropes and said, yo, I need you, dog. I need you to pick this up. Whatever. Gervonta came and said, you know what? I'm going for the knockout this round. And got the knockout. Thurman tried to get the knockout and had to spit out his mouthpiece. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? Did he prove he's still elite? No.
It's some sit-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Now, go ahead now. Say, here's what I'm hearing now. Caden can always make a compelling argument, but it's compelling because it's real. You the one adding BS to it. My points are strictly based off of what I saw. You can't argue with anything I said because it's all true. But no, it's motivated by hate. I made Thurman spit out his mouthpiece when he got hit with a body shot. I made Thurman choose to fight a dude who got stopped by someone who's from a smaller weight division and not be. I made all that happen. Nah, man, I'm just calling it like I see it, and you mad it don't fit your agenda. That ain't what I do. That ain't what we do here. We just tell it like we see it. And if you can't handle that, then that's on you. But remember, I never asked you to press play. At the end of the day, Thurman did not prove he's elite, and I don't care who would fight Thurman next. It wouldn't impress me. Could Thurman eventually, because he's coming off of a layoff, have another fight and look better and then prove he's elite, like say get in better shape and get that body right so that he's not spitting out his mouthpiece? And let's say he dominates a middle tier welterweight. like he did Barrios, then I'll be here saying something different.
Put him in there with Conor Ben.
Bro, I was about to say, yo, I think Conor Ben would have got him last night. I think Boots would have smoked him. Crawford would have smoked him. Earl would have smoked him. Ugas would have smoked him. Virgil Ortiz would have smoked him. Like, yo, bro, stop the cap. Keep it a buck, yo.
Nah.
What?
Smoke them, they would have packed them up, yo. They would just have them this thing.
Yo, that's all I'm saying.
That I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna throw a conspiracy theory in there. You ready for this?
Hold up, Trill. Say it right. Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Let me hold that
G theory.
Let me hold that G. Peep it. Thurman ain't been the same since he cut his hair.
Sampson. He need to change his name Thurman, Keith Sampson Thurman.
And had to take the braids out because it's pushing his hairline back.
You know what, Trill? You deep, yo, because Thurman got rid of his old girl, married a new girl, and that's Delilah.
Yeah. Bro. And his new girl got him doing yoga poses. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, yo. I don't even know what life is no more.
Throw your hair back, Keith.
No,
wait, before you go, before you take us out, someone put a picture of Keith Thurman on the internet with his stuff pushed back, yo. It was,
he violated Keith, man.
Yeah,
oh man. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who we are. We're the Boxing Bros.